Hey everyone, Sheila here from Life with Pets. So today is the day that we are going to be putting Minnie into the 75 gallon. So many of you have been asking why she hasn't been in there right from the very beginning, but we did plan on breeding her, but we have since decided not to. So that was one of the reasons. But also when we bought her, she was actually labelled a male and she was an extremely tiny betta fish. She was a baby, and this is her here the day that we got her, and so there was no way we could have put her in with the girls anyway, just simply because she was so tiny. But like I say, labelled a male anyway, but then turned out to be a female. But since we've decided that we're not going to breed her, we are wanting to obviously maximise our space with tanks, so we decided to give it a go putting her in the 75 gallon. Now the thing that we did have to bear in mind was the fact that she is almost a year old, or possibly already a year old, and so she's never lived with other fish. She is a much older female and she can be very aggressive. When we first put her in the divided tank with Daffy, the new female, she was so aggressive, even though, you know, they can only see each other periodically through the holes. She was just constantly going at it, and that went on for a few days, but then she eventually just settled down and did get to the fact that she ignored her. But I did not know how she was going to get on in the 75 gallon, or even if we'd be able to add her, but we did decide that we were going to give it a go. So I let her float in the cup for probably about an hour, and even after that time she was still going frantic at trying to get at the other fish. But I decided that I was going to release her anyway. I was able to watch her the whole time, so I had the time to sit and just watch to see what actually happened. Our other females weren't at all bothered by her. They did go over and sort of take a look at her, but there was no flaring from them at all. So we just decided that okay, we were going to go for it and we would see what happened. When she went in the tank, I can only say I can describe her as she was like a raging bull. She just started going at everybody, and that went on for probably about 5 or 6 minutes. But with the tank being so big, then the other girls could get away from her. But then what actually happened was she went after Shelley, who is our oldest female. She is the crown tail there on the right, and she went after her, and that was it. Shelley just turned on her and chased her back, and then that just seemed to take care of it. What I did decide to do was overnight I did put her in a breeder box just so that she would be okay, just in case anything did change again or things did turn aggressive again. I didn't want the fact that I wasn't watching them and being able to do anything about it. So she did go in the box overnight, and then I let her out again the next morning, and it's just been amazing. I'm surprised that she's doing so well, especially with being older, and especially with the fact that the group that we have in here, some of them have been together now for almost 2 years, and the others that have been in the tank have been in there probably almost a year now. So it's a very established group, and obviously Minnie is not part of that group, but I'm pleased to say that it has all gone really well. She's settled very well. There's no fin clamping. That is something that I really was watching for, because I don't want her to be unhappy. She is such a spunky little girl that I don't want that to change just because we've changed her environment and put her into a different situation. But she's been in the tank now for, I think it's 2, maybe 3, I think it's 3 days now, and I am going to keep a close eye on her for the next week or so, just to be sure that she doesn't change. I don't want her to becoming unhappy. I don't want her to become fin clamp because she's very unhappy. So we still have a ways to go, but at the moment it definitely seems to be going really well. She is settled. She will swim with all the others now. We have added a lot more plants to the tank. We added a lot of anacaris, and we're planning on adding a lot more, along with a plant called, I think you call it kabomba, that we came across, and we absolutely love it. The betta fish love it. In fact, all the fish love it. And so we have got some more of that coming, and we are going to be doing just a mini makeover on this tank, and we're hoping to do that at the back end of this week. So I am going to film us doing it, and then you'll be able to see it. So by the time we're finished, this tank will be extremely heavily planted planted, and I do think that that has worked in our favour, because the way that anacharis sits all along the top, because it's so long, it goes right from the bottom of the tank in the substrate all the way up to the top, but you can also grow it floating. So what we have done is we've done a lot of it going in the substrate, going up to the top of the tank, and then we've intertwined a lot of it floating so that it's sort of all tangled up and giving sort of almost a jungle effect. And the betta fish absolutely love it. They rest up there because they can sort of lie on it, and I do think that it's a fantastic plant, especially if you do have a taller tank. Then this grows really tall, and we have had amazing growth in what we've already got. I do think eventually we will be able to cut it back and sell portions of it, just simply because it grows so fast. So as you can see here, they are all getting on really well. I didn't feed the tank for, I think it was 24 hours after she went in, because I didn't want everybody getting all excited and all hyped up. I was just concerned that that might have upset things again with them. So they did actually have a fast day, and that does seem to have worked really well. And she's certainly a beautiful addition to the tank. So there you have it, Minnie's story of why she wasn't in the tank originally, and hopefully now she's going to live a long and happy life in the tank. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you're not subscribed to this channel and would like to see more videos like this, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you have subscribed and you haven't done that notification bell and you want to know when we upload more videos, if you go ahead and press that, it will tell you when a video has gone up. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.